What's up, everyone? This is Rebs, and go Birds! Despite recent Halo news that has made everyone worried, you should be excited for Halo's future because things have been improving. Specifically, Halo Studios is paying more forgers to create content for Halo Infinite, which was announced in the Operation Reclaimer Halo Waypoint article, growing Halo's Championship Series Esports League, which is being done by recruiting more teams, holding larger events, and saving big announcements for the Halo World Championship, and developing multiple games at once. For this video, I'm going to explain what new games to expect based on public information and what I learned from my conversations with multiple sources. Specifically, I'll share a few details about the rumored Combat Evolved remake, provide an update on Project Eker, which I previously revealed, and address some Halo Infinite rumors. Let's start with the Combat Evolved remake. In regards to public information, Halo Studios announced that most of what we saw in their Unreal Engine 5 research project called Project Foundry, which is clearly based on Combat Evolved, will be in future Halo games. Tom Warren, who is a very reliable insider, reported last year that a new Combat Evolved game is in development. And Phil Spencer teased the return of a classic that has been with us since the beginning, which implies Halo and possibly a Combat Evolved remake. As a side note, we know Microsoft decided to remaster Gears of War 1 in the upcoming Gears of War Reloaded to introduce the franchise to PlayStation players. So it's likely they decided to remake Combat Evolved for Xbox's 25th anniversary and introduce the franchise to PlayStation players from where Halo's story began. Now let's review what two sources with connections to Halo developers told me. Both say the Combat Evolved remake is planned for 2026 and have not heard anything about multiplayer, which means it might be campaign only. One thing I can confirm is that there weren't any Halo projects besides Infinite and Project Tatanka that were being developed before 2023. This information comes from a former Halo Infinite campaign developer, and one of my sources for the Combat Evolved remake information says development started in 2023. So, based on this information and what is publicly known, I'm very confident that the Halo Combat Evolved remake is real and planned for next year. You may be asking, if the remake only includes a campaign, then what is the plan for Halo's future multiplayer experiences? Well, I have an update on a new multiplayer Halo game that I previously revealed in a video report, and it's called Project Eker. In case you missed my report, Project Tatanka, a battle royale mode for Infinite that was being developed by 343 Industries, was handed off to Certain Affinity, who rebranded it as a separate Unreal Engine 5 multiplayer game, codenamed Project Eker. My source who revealed information about it was not sure if Eker is cancelled or still exists, but we may have just received our answer. The other day, Halo data miner Grunt.api, who was one of the sources for my Eker report, teased something by posting a title ID code for a game. So I reached out to Grunt about their post, and they confirmed it is the ID for Eker, and has been receiving updates every 6 or so hours over the past few days. This indicates Eker is actively being worked on, and is likely the next Halo multiplayer project. I want to quickly mention that the next mainline game, aka Halo 7, seems to be at least in pre-production. Halo's community manager, Unishek, responded to one of my previous posts in which I speculated a sequel to Infinite might not happen, and their response indirectly confirmed Halo 7 is happening. But I don't expect that to be released until whatever year the next Xbox console is released, and it will likely be an indirect sequel. Lastly, I want to address something I said at the end of my previous video. I mentioned there's a new and unlikely Halo Infinite rumor that I was told about and did not want to reveal until I received more information about it. So, I spoke to a former Halo Studios developer and a current developer at a Halo support studio to address rumors around Infinite's future. The rumor I was referring to is that Halo Infinite, specifically multiplayer, is being ported to Unreal Engine 5. My sources never heard of plans to port Halo Infinite to Unreal Engine, and one source said, "It does not sound possible or worth it to port Infinite's multiplayer to Unreal Engine. Seems like too much when they can be putting their focus and attention on other projects." Based on this information, I don't believe Halo Infinite is being ported to Unreal Engine 5. Instead, I think Halo Studios is moving on to a new project, such as Eker, to begin a new chapter for Halo's multiplayer. The other rumor I want to address is that Halo Infinite is going to PlayStation. My source has also never heard of plans to release Infinite on PlayStation, so I would not expect that to happen either. In conclusion, you should expect a Halo Combat Evolved remake with campaign only, a new multiplayer experience with Project Eker, and an indirect sequel to Halo Infinite's campaign with Halo 7. As long as these games are done right, we will have plenty of exciting new Halo content to experience, and I can't wait to learn about these games in October. With that said, thank you all so much for watching this video, and make sure to leave a comment about your thoughts on what I said. Peace!